Hey class, Dr. Jaggers here with yet another instructional video to help you with writing your papers and citing your sources properly. So in this video what I'm going to do is show you how to actually use the EndNote software either online or through your desktop / laptop if you've downloaded it, which I'll show you how to do, and then also go into Microsoft Word and then actually insert references while you are writing your paper. And so what that's called is cite while you write. So in other words, exactly how it sounds. As you are working on a paper and writing it, you can cite your sources as you use them. From there, it automatically adds it to your bibliography at the end of the paper. So it can save you a lot of time if you do put in the format of the bibliography incorrectly and then have to go back and reformat it, because what it does is not only does it update your references within the text, whether they're number or author labeled, it also updates the order in which they are in your bibliography if that's out of sync. So first of all, this is the page you want to begin at. If you've never used EndNote before, you should at least by now have set up an account for an online database savings area, so that way anywhere you go you can access your references from a computer. And then from there you should have also by now saved some references into that database, so you have a few references you might use in your paper that are relative to your topic and support a statement or two that you're saying, or supports specific numbers regarding the amount of people that may have the disease or what the risk factors are, things like that. So this is the first page. From here, if you go to download EndNote, it will actually show you an instructional video where you can get the free desktop software. Also can put it on your laptops or elsewhere. So first and foremost, do this because you will want to save the actual software on your computer. It makes it a lot easier to manage your references, but if you have them online, that's fine for now. Eventually you want to get this software though. After you've done that, the next thing you want to do is download what's called a plugin for Microsoft Word. So in other words, you can't automatically go to Microsoft Word and input your references through Microsoft Word until you get this plugin. So after you get the software, go to EndNote Web right here, and where it says Cite While You Write, if you click on that, this is where you will be able to find an actual website link to get the plugin that I'm referring to. So from there, download the Cite While You Write plugin and then follow these instructions. And this one is for Macintosh, which I do not need because I'm not using a Macintosh. And Windows, Cite While You Write. This one, click on the facts. Okay, so for this, the plugin should automatically update whenever you install it. Now if you have a Mac, go here because I was having issues with the Mac on at work in my office, and so this is probably what that's referring to in order for you to use it on a Mac. So if you don't have a regular desktop PC or laptop, using using an Apple platform, so like a Mac, then go here to get your Cite While You Write. So now once you install the software, it should automatically put that plugin for Windows, which what I'm referring to is, if you look at the top, EndNote X7 is the plugin that you should see after installing the software and installing the plugin. The software that you just installed will look like this without all these references. So right now you'll have a blank list of references, so don't be too overwhelmed when you see this, and it'll be a lot easier to find your references, but this is where they'll be. Now, as you are writing, typically what I like to do is I will put the author and the date of the paper that I'm going to go back and reference as I'm writing it, but with this feature you can automatically do that. So this is actually a paragraph taken from a paper that is currently in press regarding type 1 diabetes. I figured I'd stay on the diabetes theme since I have so far. So these two references are in my EndNote software database. So I'll look up the 2014 Chiang and Belia 2014. Right now you can't really find them. It's not very helpful with them all listed on here like this, so I'll put them into groups. And first I will do this one, that it was one of them, and then here. So if you hold down Control, you can select multiple references at the same time. After you've picked and highlighted the references you want to add into your paper, you can go and simply from here, I'm going to delete these now because I now know what I'm inserting. Go to EndNote 7 and then Insert Citations, Insert Selected Citations. So this will pick the ones that you just picked. So those two. If you want to do 2 at a time, 3 at a time, or if you just want to do 1 at a time, you can do Insert Citation and just have that one highlighted. And then you'll see that right there, it automatically added the 2 along with the numbers. Now, this takes me to my next very important piece of information. Check to see what the paper is required for the bibliography, or what is required regarding the format of your bibliography and how you are supposed to cite your sources. For my class, you want to make sure that you cite the sources using MLA format, as it says in the syllabus. Now, sometimes my classes may have you cite in the American Journal or American Medical Association format, such as JAMA, which this one is. So make sure you double check the syllabus and know exactly how the professor wants it formatted for your sources. Right now, it's not correct, so I need to change the format. But first, let me add the Atkinson reference. So I'll delete that there. And then pick on Atkinson, just that one. Insert citation. Insert selected citation. Again, sorry about that. And there you go. It adds the 3 and puts it in there. So this particular format of JAMA, which you can know what format you're on under the style, it puts them in the order in which they appear in the text. However, MLA format is not like that. So if you click on the style up here where you have the ones listed, these are all different styles that I've done in the past. Now MLA, I'm selecting another style, and here is where you can go through and find the specific style in which your bibliography and references need to be in your paper. So MLA Humanities, MLA 8th, most likely, well, we'll go with 8th. That seems like to be the most recent. Okay, and notice how it automatically changed my bibliography, and also it automatically changed the way the references were cited in the paper by putting their last name instead of the number. I didn't have to go back and add that. It did it by itself. Drop the mic. Okay, sorry, just kidding there. Now that is how you can cite while you write. I highly encourage you to do that with this paper and all future papers. It'll save you a ton of time, especially if you have the wrong format. Trust me. When you start writing papers that are going to be between 10, 20 or more references, this will come in very handy. So I strongly encourage you to learn how to use it now, play around with it, and have fun while you're playing with it, because it's going to be very helpful in the future. I'll guarantee it. Thanks for listening and watching, and have a wonderful rest of the day.